The mystery of Suchir Balaji, suicide or silencing. Hello, you are watching The Global Eye with me, Mousumi. Tonight we turn to one of the most haunting mysteries in the tech world. The death of Suchir Balaji, a 26-year-old former OpenAI researcher whose story has raised more questions than answers. The whistleblower's warnings. Yes, he was the whistleblower. Balaji was not just another engineer, he was a young researcher who worked at OpenAI, helping build the very foundation of large language models. But in 2024, he walked away disillusioned and deeply concerned. He warned publicly that the way AI companies were training their models might violate copyright laws and fairness standards. His writings caught attention, and soon lawyers in major lawsuits identified him as someone who could hold relevant documents against OpenAI and others in court. He was in effect a potential whistleblower, a young man preparing to testify about how powerful AI companies were using data. And a tragic death. On November 26, 2024, Balaji was found dead in his San Francisco apartment. The city's medical examiner ruled it a suicide by self-inflicted gunshot wound. Official reports cited clear evidence: a registered Glock found at the scene, gunshot residue on his hands, ballistics matching the weapon, and the apartment locked from the inside. And yes, toxicology showed alcohol and other substances in his system, possibly lowering inhibitions. To the authorities, the case seemed tragically clear. But the parents' refusal to believe must be noted. Balaji's parents were unconvinced. To them, their son was not suicidal. They described his apartment as ransacked, claimed they saw blood spots and signs of a struggle, and insisted that the official investigation had overlooked critical details. And so, they commissioned a private autopsy and hired investigators. That report, they say, contradicts the city's findings, pointing to a different bullet trajectory, unusual spatter patterns, and even hints of a second wound. To them, this was no suicide. This was murder. His mother has since demanded an FBI probe, saying her son was silenced just as he was preparing to speak against one of the most powerful companies in the world. Musk, Altman, and the public divide. Today we witnessed this. The case may have remained confined to grieving parents and quiet legal filings, but then Elon Musk stepped in. In December, Musk posted on X, "This doesn't seem like a suicide." And just this week, after OpenAI CEO Sam Altman repeated his belief that Balaji had taken his own life, Elon Musk responded bluntly, "He was murdered." These are Musk's words. This sharp exchange has reignited the storm. Supporters of the family argue that a whistleblower at the center of billion-dollar lawsuits was a perfect target. Skeptics counter that Musk's words are fueling conspiracy theories without hard proof. Who could be behind this? And what happens next? If Balaji was indeed silenced, the natural question is, who stood to gain from his death? The obvious suspects are those with the most to lose in upcoming copyright lawsuits. Tech companies accused of misusing data, or entities tied to protecting their reputations and profits. Others point to shadowy intermediaries, private contractors, intelligence-linked actors, or even corporate rivals who could carry out such a job without leaving direct fingerprints. Now, will there be an investigation? At present, the official stance is firm. Suicide. He killed himself. But mounting political pressure, international scrutiny and the family's relentless campaign may push US federal authorities, particularly the FBI, to re-examine the case. If new forensic evidence is released or if inconsistencies in police files are exposed, the possibility of reopening the inquiry remains real. The future may hold three parts. The case is quietly closed and fades from public view. A limited federal review is announced but finds no new evidence. And the major breakthrough, leaked documents, whistleblowers from within law enforcement or new forensic proof forces a full-scale reinvestigation. Until then, the mystery deepens, leaving the world to wonder whether Suchir Balaji's death was a tragedy of the mind or a silencing by design. The mystery and the stakes. So, where does the truth lie? On one side, we have the official forensic record: weapon, ballistics, gunshot residue, locked doors. On the other, a grieving family, a private autopsy and powerful voices insisting that justice has not been done. The stakes are enormous. If Balaji was silenced, it suggests that corporate or political power can literally erase those who speak out. If the official findings are correct, then a tragedy has been twisted into suspicion that undermines trust in institutions. Now, we should ask, should whistleblower status automatically trigger federal level protection and review if the individual dies under suspicious circumstances? How much weight should private autopsies carry when they contradict official forensic science? Is the involvement of billionaires like Elon Musk helping uncover truth or clouding it with personal rivalries and public spectacle? At what point does public doubt become dangerous, risking conspiracy without evidence, and at what point does not questioning the official story risk allowing injustice? Finally, how do we protect those who dare to challenge the most powerful companies of our time? This is not just the story of one young man. It is a story about truth, power and trust in an age when technological companies hold extraordinary influence and when the lives of those who speak against them may hang in the balance. Think about it. For more updates and insights, keep watching The Global Eye.